Hi everybody, welcome to this playthrough for the Windy City tournament and the divisions shown on screen. All 9 holes featured here. Please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. We are playing on Maple Bay. The modifier is boosted winds. Those wind strengths will not be reflected in this playthrough, so remember you will need to tweak and adapt your setups to account for the slightly increased wind speeds regardless of what division you are playing. Mixture of shots here, some of them from before the time where the ball attribute levels got changed in the game, so remember to bear that in mind when viewing the content. And if you want a wind chart, then head over to Patreon. We will give you the boosted wind ranges there for free with plenty of other charts to help you in the game. Good luck, here we go. Hole number 1, playing with Apocalypse and Kingmaker with Apoc 5 and 6, blue ring touching the bunker, half of the blue ring inside the rough on the right. Then we add spins, 6 top spin or 5.8 is max with Apoc 5, 2 bars side spin to the right. Adjustment here, mid distance, 10% elevation. So make sure you play mid, not max, mid plus 10 on this one, 8.6, going to give me 5.9 rings. If anything, I would favour 1201. I favour 1159 here. It puts me a little bit close to the bunker and a little bit longer than I would like to have been. So favour 1201. Then we are going to go with half wall curl to the right and then hit perfect. And you will need to note down your drive distance here. We have had a similar wind angle in the past, so I'm basing this on a previous setup that we've had within the team. Second shot, I do miss this one to the right, have slightly higher winds, so I should have compensated, but it's max backspin, 0.8 side spin to the right, and then we find position with the ball guide going to the hole. Pretty difficult to see unless you spin the camera around, because otherwise that club label just gets in the way. Now with the drive distance I had here, I played this one 25% slider, 85 elevation, yes, 85 elevation. Needed a little bit more though on this one. Also had higher winds, so maybe that might need just an extra 0.1 if you have anything over kind of 8.5, 8.4. But we want the ball to bounce back. Misses slightly to the right, so tweak needed on there, but a decent approach on hole 1 for an eagle. Hole number 2, crosswind with a slight element of headwind, not too much so. Playing with the rock level 9. If you don't have that, then obviously you will need to adapt for Apoc, Thor's hammer, something like that. But I'm just finding the middle of the fairway with the ball guide with my 5 bars of top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left. The adjustment here is max plus 15. I'm setting up at plus 13 yards. Pulling into plus 15, so a little bit of headwind, like I said. Push back up to max just to give myself a bit more distance, and then no overpower, no curl, just concentrate on hitting perfect. Obviously the rock is good here because we want accuracy to make it great left and great right safe. Perfect ball, and the ball is rolling nicely down there, and we're looking for a drive distance of approximately 355 to 360. Second shot playing with the sniper. I'm a few rings short of plus yards here. You'll have to try and pause the video, see if you can get a plus yard check. As was playing this pretty quickly indeed. Then what am I going with? A couple of bars of top spin here, and we're aiming with the ball guide through the hole. Second bounce just before the edge of the rough because we've got headwind on this one. So that was the reason for setting up as I did. I played this one 66% slider, 15% elevation for reference, so this one will need a little bit of a tweak, but it comes in close. I think we got a zoom in on this one if I remember correctly. So this was 66 slider, 15 elevation, perfect ball. Let's have a look how we came in and I'll give you my thoughts on a tweak. Second bounce nicely in the middle of the rough, just needed I'd say another 0.2, 0.3 on that one, but nice speed on hole 2. Hole number 3, left this one on the edge. Keep the wind below 8 miles an hour on this one. This is a nasty little wind angle and one we haven't had before on this hole in tournaments. 1.2 backspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. This needed either a click more right spin, or if you don't have a side spin 4 ball, then you would have to add a few clicks of right curl. We're looking at the top of the yellow ring touching the rough line there. Ball guide as shown with spins added. The adjustment here is mid plus 25. As always, do check the wind angle that you have. Minor great right should be safe on this one. So like I said, keep the wind below 8 if you can. Mid plus 25. Perfect ball. And the speed is very nice here. If you haven't got side spin 4 ball, then I would play with a couple of clicks of right curl, just leaving it on the edge on hole number 3. Nice tailwind here on hole number 4. So we're going to use Berserker, and I'm using APOC here. Yeah, you could use an APOC 4 here. You'll have to push up 7 yards after adjusting. Going with just under 2 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. If you have stronger wind than this, I would dial the topspin back a little bit more. Stretch out and have the bullseye in between the 2 bunkers in the centre of that rough patch. Then the adjustment here is max plus 5. Push up only if you have APOC 4. And then we go with full overpower, slow needle, half a ball of curl to the left. So nice and easy to hit perfect on this one. Bounces very nicely in the rough and will roll out with the topspin. Could maybe have gone with a little bit less topspin, but there we are going to have a very simple end bringer wedge, no spin, 20% elevation, power 5. Hole number 5, aggressive NMT if you've got the topspin for it. 6.8 topspin with APOC 6, no move target, and we're going 2 left spin, adjust max plus 10, power 5, push up to max. This shot may not be for everybody, and like I said, I just went straight in on this, so if this isn't for you, then you'll have to play a standard bounce over with left curl and then approach with your wood club. But full overpower, it's obviously going to be a shaky needle, half a ball of curl to the left, little bit of a lottery with the bounce and the rollout on this one. We clear it very nicely though. It is great left and great right safe. And then we do a double bounce on the fairway, 3rd bounce in the rough and rolling out to 417. May get inconsistent results here depending what roll you get though. Second shot, playing with a grizzly close to max distance, so I'm going to add 2 bars of left spin and then top spin as required to take the ball guide to the back of the cup. Then we find position with half of the red ring overlapping the fairway. Now here I play this one true club distance, 5% elevation. So look at your plus yardage here. I'm at plus 9. I believe that's 7 yards away from max. So I'm deducting 2% slider per yard. So this one is played 84% slider, 5% elevation, small 1159. That's because we dropped down to a lower point when adjusting. Unfortunately, I hit myself a lovely great left on this one, and this therefore will miss on the left. However, from my experience in the game, I believe this would have been a very good attempt if that was a perfect ball. Maybe a small tweak needed, but a decent opportunity if you've got the desire to play aggressively. Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there. Over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join. There are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash. Another tough wind angle here. Strongly recommended to use a wind 4 ball, maybe even a wind 5. Definitely keep the wind below 8 miles an hour. We're going with 1.2 backspin and just over 1 bar side spin to the right. Now I played max plus 40 here. Top of the yellow ring touching the rough, ball guide missing right as shown. So in the video I played max 40. In real live play I played max plus 45. Sadly hit a minor great right, but just snuck it in for a hole in one. Obviously I'm not going to upload that, there's no point with a great ball, but my suggestion would be to play max 45 but aim a little bit to the right. As like I said, I did drop it with a minor great right. Teeth overpower, you will need a little bit of overpower, still catching the rough a little bit low, So that is my suggestion there. Tricky hole, keep that wind low and practice if you are not comfortable. Final 3 holes, here we go. Going to start with an NMT drive. Who doesn't love an NMT drive? 5.5 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the left. So make sure you have your right driver and your kingmaker selected. A max plus 5 is the adjustment here. Max plus 5, even though we're not at max distance of club. You will need pen and paper. Write down your drive distance on this one, because we'll need it for the second shot. Half a ball of curl to the left, hit perfect, and away we go. Slight dead roll on this drive most of the time from experience. Remembering this hole in the past, you will get slightly longer, but even if you have a short drive here, you're still going to be fine. You see there, it just checks up quite short, but usually going to be about 355 to 360. Second shot, going to go direct at it with the thorn, and here very quick back fringe checker plus 5, but like I say, you can use drive distance as well. Then we're going to add spin. It is going to be 2 back spin and 2 side spin to the right. Add spin first, ball guide to the hole. Now for my drive distance here, played this one 68 slider, 15 elevation. However, you will see I just sneaked this one in on the left edge. So I should have gone 62, which was my original judgment call. I added 0.1 thinking it was high wind, didn't need to. So stick with 62% slider, 15 elevation, pull over the bullseye, hit perfect, and with the tweak you should be dropping this one right at the pin, all being well. Perfect ball, bounces nicely near the bunker, and just sneak it in for the eagle. Hole number 8, very lucky to drop this one in live play after only 1 token, so I might well be buying a lottery ticket on the way into work this morning. With a power 5 ball, red ring touching the bunker at the minimum distance line. Then you switch to your kingmaker. Try and keep the wind below 8 if you can, but this is a tough one to be honest, so if you drop this, very nice bonus. 3 backspin in the end. I go with 1.1 side spin to the left, as I felt my previous attempt just warranted that tweak. And it's mid plus 30, power 3 settings. Mid plus 30, power 3. So make sure you start with your power 5 ball at complete min. Very easy way to find your landing position. And then we do our mid plus 30. No curl needed. Obviously check your wind angle. You may need to tweak, but this is a tough hole to be honest. But there we go. Second time playing. It is my lucky day. And in we go for a hole-in-one on hole number 8. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Playing with a quarterback and a kingmaker. Blue ring touching the rough at max distance. This is a wind angle we've had previously, so very nice that I could use an old guide that we have in the team. 3.5 top spin, 3 bars right spin. Max plus 5, and usually will equate to 1-on-1 plus 0.2 if you don't want to be plugging numbers into your wind app. We adjust their rings, so 7.6 for a 7.4, and then we go 1.5 ball curl to the right just before the circle drops, ball touching the outer tip of the triangle to the right if you want a reference of what 1.5 ball of curl looks like. Playing with a quarterback, so minor great left, minor great right, still going to be absolutely fine, and we get this ball down there and we're looking for around 350 yards. Second shot, going to play no spin, so just move the target back and zoom in on the ball guide. You want to point it at the pin, and you want the tip of the ball guide to be around 3 green squares short of the pin. I'm a little bit too far away, so I just adjust this one up a little bit, but that's about right. Plus 9, going to be 85% slider, 10% elevation. So no spin approach here, use your landing position. Plus 9 is going to be 85% slider, 10% elevation. Sadly for me,
even though we adjust nicely. This went from being the Hot Shots 9-hole cup to the Great Shots 9-hole cup, and I did get myself a great right here. But I believe perfect was in, or at least extremely close. Very good chance here. There's my lovely great ball. But like I said, very good chance for the albatross there with perfect and nicely adjusted shot.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.